Hello, this is Nicole Whitlock with the Ecom Seller Summit. And today I have with me again the amazing, the awesome, the beautiful Miss Dale Sean Hayes. Hello, lady.
Hello. Happy Friday.
Yes, happy Friday. So it is May the 1st, which means we all get a reset. We get to reset our budgets. We get to reset our plans so we can track what we're doing. We get to reset and check our progress. So to see what the world's going to look like for us 31 days from now or that. So this is your opportunity. So what I want to do is I want to invite everybody to go get a notebook. I have, the Avengers today. So and get a pen. And we're going to take some notes because Miss Delshawn has some amazing information she's going to share with us about our business finances so that we can get our business house in order. If you didn't get a chance, go back on this somewhere on the Ecom Sellers Summit fan page. Go back and look at the personal finance one. Get your personal finances in order. And this is your opportunity to also get your business finances in order. So we're going to talk about business today. We may mesh together some of the conversation about personal, but again, she is going to walk us through it. So let's all get prepared to get our business in order. All right, the floor is yours.
Oh my goodness. Thank you, Nicole, for having me back for day two, talking about business. And so let me put it out there. Yes, been in business, but also have made some business mistakes. So I'm not coming here to be the expert, but I'm going to share with you what I have learned from my mistakes to help that you don't make the same mistake that I have made, right? Because we're going to business to what? Make a profit, right?
Definitely. We always do.
Right. So we begin. First, I want to say give yourself some financial grace, right? It's always that in either personal or in business. Maybe right now is May the 1st. Maybe you didn't hit your goals for last month, right? So before we move forward, you got to sit back and we have to evaluate what went wrong and what went right. And what went wrong, you have to really evaluate that. Did I do XYZ to make sure that I hit my number? So we definitely have to go back and reflect in April all the steps, right? So let's go ahead and dive into May the 1st. Number one is you have to have a daily operation schedule. I know it's another acronym for it, but I say daily operation schedule because you got to make sure that you are spending time in your business. And so I know some of us, if we're working from home, we're online, and we think that we can only put 2 hours in and expect to get an 8-hour pay. That's not going to happen. That was me, right? So all these things I'm going to share, like I just put 2 hours in, and I'm not saying that you don't have to work hard in your business, but you do have to work in your business, right? Because you are the product. So you have to have a daily operation schedule. And so even with me and Nicole was talking, however you want to do with the spreadsheet, the calendar, I was like pen to paper, penciling in with a calendar, but making sure that you have a set daily schedule. What are you going to do from 8 to 9, 9 to 10? Make sure you carve in lunchtime. Make sure that you have all these things set in place because that will determine how you run your business every single day. You can't expect to sleep in late, right? Sleep in late. But when you have that schedule, you definitely will stay focused on your business. And so I definitely encourage you to guys get pen and paper and just write 8 to 9, 9 to 10, especially you got Google Sheets where you have a calendar schedule, but you have to have a daily operation and you have to be consistent with that. Consistency is the key. It's hard to do. Easy to say, but hard to do. But you have to be consistent on having that daily operation. What are you going to do? 8 to 9, 9 to 10, 10 to 11, lunch. You have to do that Monday through Friday or whatever your business schedule is or whatever it looks like. But again, that daily operation schedule. Number 2 is that you have to make sure that you are doing money producing activities. You just scrolling is not money producing activities. You hitting that like button, is it money producing activities? And so what I mean money producing activities, what are you doing to help produce or generate more income for your business? Reading a book, study your craft, catch a Facebook live that is target to your business that's going to help grow your business. Listen to a podcast as you clean in the dishes, but making sure that you do money producing activities, right? Because, we're on Facebook right now, and I'm telling you, it's easy to watch a video, and then next you don't watch the whole house. Why is Atlanta? Is that just me? Is that just me?
I call it getting sucked into the vortex. Like,
Okay.
I'm just going to learn right now about how to connect my autoresponder up to my whatever. And then the next thing you know, 5 hours later, you're trying to figure out where 5 hours went.
Right. Right. So making sure that you do money producing activity, whatever it may be, read a book, catch a Facebook Live that's target to your business, help to grow your business, a podcast, watch a YouTube video, to help grow your business that it lines up with your business. And so we'd be like, oh, we're on YouTube trying to learn how to do something. Next, you're watching some cooking shows. That is not money producing activities. The third thing is get help. We said it yesterday. Don't let pride stop you from getting the help. And so there's so many resources out there today where we're going to talk on. I know, we talk about SBA. That is a great organization to get connected to. SCORE, if you don't know about SCORE, SCORE, SCORE.org is a great organization. I have SCORE mentors. Like, I had to reach out for mentors to help me be accountable for my daily operation, right? And so that is a great website to go to. They have free webinars that you can sign up for, absolutely free. They have free mentors where you sit down or you can call up and really help you with your business. And so definitely want to connect with that. If you have a chamber of commerce, that's something that you can do just to get the help. Again, don't let pride stop you, because I'm telling you, what we see out here is like, oh man, I want to make $10,000. I want to make $15,000, $20,000, because your neighbor, your sister friend is making that money, but they don't tell you it didn't happen overnight.
Right.
It's a progress. And sometimes we want to skip the overnight and be like today, but we're going to skip the part. So make sure that you get the help. I'm telling you, there's help out there. We said something. Somebody right now is your answer prayer. Somebody's you connected to an e-commerce summit. It's like, man, I can help you with that.
Yep.
But we're so like, oh, I don't want them to know. And I'm gonna say it was for me. How, like, look, I need help. Look, something ain't working. I need help. Like, oh, I'm sorry, I need help. And so don't be afraid to get the help, especially if you're trying to grow your business. You can't do it by yourself.
Right.
You don't know everything by yourself. There's a lot of things that comes into business. Your business plan, your marketing, your social media. Your email autoresponders. There's a lot of components in your business that you're not familiar with. The only thing that you need to really understand is your business plan and your vision and your mission, the making sure that it happens. So get the help. Number 4 is to collaborate with someone that complements your business. Sometimes we want to collaborate, but does it line up with your business? Do y'all complement each other? Like, here I am, right? If I'm saying, okay, I sell freedom. How I sell freedom? By showing people how to budget, how to become debt free. I sell freedom. I don't sell a budget course. I'm selling you freedom. And so that'd be something if I was trying to connect with somebody who was selling, I don't know, some toilet tissue. I'm just saying, I'm just getting a stream, but does it complement my business? So make sure you collaborate. This is a great time, and I'm thankful for Nicole reaching out to me, because we definitely want everybody to win financially, to help take care of our homes. That's the number one, to take care of our home and our kids and our family and leave generational legacy and all that good stuff. But make sure that you collaborate with somebody that complements your business, right? Because what it is it's a reciprocation. Y'all giving each other and y'all building each other. Everybody's building each other, because when one win, we all win. That's number 4. Number 5 is, you guys, you got to be visible. You got to, no matter, dress up, get up, and show up. You got to be visible. It's your business. It's your business. You got to be visible. And I'm telling you, it was a big challenge for me, because, I talk fast, but I was like, hold up, I got to show up. And people, and I know, and my sister friend who I love, Erica, She said, people can't pay you if they don't see you or know what you do. You got to be visible. You got to show up. You got to show up. People want to see your face. You see this face? I smile all day long. It's contagious, right?
It is. I mean, and so this is what I will say. I know, the internet, a lot of the people that's my audience, for sure. If you're branding yourself, if you're selling a course, if you're whatever you're doing out on the internet, branding yourself is extremely important. If you are a person that's an e-commerce seller, I mean, I tell people all the time, you can make millions in your garage and people won't have absolutely no idea. So the way that I match that up with what we're talking about tonight is people cannot buy what they cannot find, what they cannot see. Okay? So e-commerce seller and you're playing around in your business, people can't buy what they can't see. If you don't have it listed, they can't find it, they can't buy it. Somebody needs something you're selling. Ain't something you haven't listed yet, something that's in your death pile, and you're like, I get around to it. This is the get around to it time. Because nobody's like, the states are opening up, but it's opening up slowly. So you still got get around to a time right now. So make that a priority for the month of May to get your death pile listed. Because people cannot buy what they cannot find.
Oh, come on. I like that. I like that. This is the get around to it time. I like it. Look, put that on a sticky. My wife said put something on a sticky. This is the get around the time. Because again, if you don't list it, how can you get paid? I want to get paid.
We're talking about your business now.
You want to get paid. I ain't got around to it. This is the opportunity where we got that little time, that little extra 30 days. I know in my state, we got an extra 30 days to get to it. So definitely you got to be visible, either show up or your product got to show up.
Yep.
And my thing is this, it doesn't have to be perfect to launch it. A lot of times, well, it's not perfect. And why you just waiting for it to be perfect. Somebody came around and got your buyer.
Hello?
Does that make sense?
I say the exact same thing she says, but I say it a little differently. God gave you the vision. God gave you the idea. God gave you the thought. It was planted in your head. You prayed for a solution. He brought it to you. Then you didn't do anything with it.
And then that goes with that. I shoulda, woulda, woulda, coulda, but I didn't.
If he's giving you, he is telling you what you need to do to solve your problem, and you don't take the action steps to do it, somebody else is going to do it for you. Example of that. Oh my gosh, I so have an example of that.
Exactly. So this is the time. This is the get around it time.
Get around to a time right now.
After this e-commerce summit, take a half an hour, put it in your daily operation and say, you know what, I'm going to list it. I'm going to launch it. I'm going to do it. But you got to decide in your head, like, I'm going to do it. We can encourage you, but we can't motivate you to move.
No, we can't make you do that.
You got to make it in your hand. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. Hashtag somebody got my money. I tell my tribe that. We have the little sign saying hashtag somebody got my money.
You better go get it.
Somebody got my money. Hashtag somebody gives me money. That's number 5. Number 6 is in business. Don't buy what you don't need now. Because right now, and this is, I'm telling you, this is by experience, these courses are launching and you just trying to get it because it might be a low cost, but those low costs adds up. Next thing you know, that you don't spend $400 worth of courses and you haven't even finished one. So right now, look in your business. What do you need to buy now to help you with your business now? Sometimes we buy stuff that we're not even ready for to a year in, or we buy it now.
Hello, somebody. Hello. Hello.
Right?
I got something for that. When we do the recap, I got something. I sure do.
Look. So don't buy what you don't need now. Look in your business and say, you know what do I need right now to move my business forward in the next 30 days? What do I need now? Look at it. I'm telling you, this goes back when you look at your finances and your profit and your loss thing for April, you'll be like, oh my goodness, if I would have had this, I could have moved a little bit forward. So look at what you need now. Don't buy something that you're not ready for. Number 7 is, you guys, we have to invest in an accountant. We got to invest in a tax professional. And sometimes we wait till later than now, because number one, they will show you all the money producing activities that's really, that you say is like money producing money, but it's not really producing money. They give you the drop, and they say, why you spend your time over here in this when this is making more money? And so they're going to give you a valuation. So you got to invest in an accountant, and you got to invest in a tax professional. Either one. I'm connected with 2 amazing people online, and I can say, I'm always going to shout Lysandra Everett out, tax professional, and my accountant, Velocity. Those they rock, and they're raw and they're real, and they want you to grow your business. But you guys, you got to invest in things that you don't know. So those is my 7 things so far. I know you're gonna do the cap. I know we're gonna be going back and forth, but I really want people just to be able to just take them and run with it and not give them too much. These that I talked about, these 7 action steps, is like, okay, I can do that.
You can do this. So I'm gonna do a recap, but I want to add one more to it. So this is your opportunity to kind of look at your business operations. When we talked about your personal finances in the first session, so you should be writing down, you should have 2 columns for your business operations. You need to write down everything that you were spending. So if you have a subscription to something, maybe you got the subscription last, I don't know, August or September. And so write down all the subscriptions you have that you're paying for every single month, that you're doing. It doesn't matter if you're doing something with it or you're not doing something with it. Let's go and write down everything that you've got going on right now. And then I need you to go next to each one of those. And if you have used it in the last 3 months, put a 3 next to it. If you've used it in the last 6 months, put a 6 next to it. If you have not used it at all, and you've been paying this subscription, okay, put a C next to it. The C is, you need to go ahead and cancel it, because again, this is your opportunity to start evaluating what you're spending money on right now. What are you paying for that you've never touched, used, or whatever, and it's a subscription that's happening right now. If you're not using it, or you have 0 plans, because today is May 1st, it was not in your May 1st plans, May 1st, 31st to use it, then you need to just go ahead and drop it and resubscribe when you're ready to use it.
Absolutely.
They buy all these subscriptions because they've been told, when I start in e-commerce, I need this, that, and the other. The reality is, you don't even need you don't need labels when you start in e-commerce. Most people think they do. They think they need a shrink wrap machine. They think they need to buy all these little subscriptions to the software to do sourcing. You do not need all of that. And there are ways in which you can do it so that you can do it on a smaller scale. And as you get better at it and you get stronger at it, you master certain things, then you upgrade. Until you are in profit, you should not be paying for subscriptions.
And that goes back to 6.
Right. It does. It really does. So her recap, I'm gonna do a recap. So daily, she said your daily operation schedule. So I tell people all the time, build a real work schedule. Not have a real work schedule for your business. I mean, I have a crazy, insane color-coded schedule. Anybody that's ever seen it, everything has a color. It is blocked off in hours. My business partner tells me I am crazy with the schedule. And you know what? Sometimes the schedule doesn't work out for the day. When you have your kids home now with all of the stuff that's going on with COVID-19, sometimes what you planned out and what you get to do are 2 different things. But the thing that you will find is that with your schedule, if you still have it on your schedule and you continue, as you get distracted, something happens, you got to redirect a child, whatever it happens to be, I got to stop and go deal with something else. You come back to it and you say, what should I be working on in this hour? What should I be working on in this 2-hour block? and redirect your focus, because you can get sucked into the vortex of absolutely nothing and you've wasted the entire day and not been productive. So build a real work schedule in the midst of the current insanity. Build it. If you are able to accomplish 50% of your schedule, then you've accomplished it. If you're able to accomplish just getting one thing done on the schedule, you have a success. So you do have to give yourself a lot of grace and mercy right now. When you go back to school, I'm sure you're going to be going after that schedule like crazy. But right now, don't give up on a schedule, because your schedule is going to continue to build the habit that you need to be successful. It's going to build the habit of consistency, and it's going to build the habit of generating income over and over again. When you work towards that work schedule and you follow it on a regular basis, it's like priming the pump. And anybody that knows anything about priming the pump, you keep priming it, eventually the money is going to come out, the water out of the pump, if you keep priming it. But if you prime the pump and walk away, the water just goes down to the bottom. And then you prime the pump and walk away. So you can't be playing in your business. You need to be intentional every day in the midst of this insanity. Yeah. Work in your business and have a plan. If you were working on a 1 hour work time block for a specific task, expand it to 2 if your kids are home. So instead of saying, okay, well, I was supposed to list from 8 to 9 every single day, but the kids are home, then change it to 8 to 10. Exactly. I was supposed to ship between 9 and 10. Well, change it to 10 to 12. So then that way you still are doing those activities. You just had to expand the window in which you do it. So yes. I believe in a real work schedule. Anybody that's followed any of my trainings know that that's the first thing. I'm like, don't even schedule a coaching session with me until you show me your real work schedule. And again, allow yourself grace and mercy, because your work schedule is going to get blown up. It is. It can happen. You're going to have to make adjustments, but at least you have a plan going into it versus just going, oh, well, I'm just going to do this. No, you're going to make it a hobby is what you're going to do. And then you're going to waste money, and then you're going to say this thing doesn't work. That's all. Build a work schedule that builds the consistency. Income producing activity. So she's like, you need to be doing the things that are going to make you money. That is so true. Watching YouTube videos does not make you money. Watching the training that you bought, the $400,000, $500,000, $1,000 training that you bought does not make you money. What makes you the money is implementing income producing activity. So yeah, something. There you go. So what I normally do is I have time blocks for learning. And I am that person, drives everybody else that I know crazy, that I will listen to a training while I'm working on something else. My subconscious brain is still working, and I will listen to a training, even if I have to listen to the training 3 or 4 times, because I am multitasking. I'm not focused. I am not focused. But I will grasp some concepts so that when I am ready to do my planning for the week, and I do my planning for the week on Sunday, when I'm ready to do my planning for the week, whatever I was subconsciously learning starts to bubble towards the front and the ideas come to me. It's like, I need to go source for this. I need to go do this. And it's the training that I listen to. But sitting there and not doing anything but training is not going to make you money. And if you have some amazing training you have access to, or you follow somebody on YouTube, or you follow them, then if they give you an instruction, pause the video, go do the thing, come back, hit play, pause the video, go do the thing. Exactly. Play. You have to engage in the action that is actually going to make you money. You have to. So income producing activities, doing research does not make you the money. It's actually the listing of the item. Doing the research will determine potentially how much money you will make. But doing the research at that moment, there is nothing in doing research that actually makes you money. It is actually acquiring the item and listing it makes you the money. So determine how much you make. But anyway, then she said to get help. So get help and collaborate. Those are so important. So there, like I said, training is important, but there is time for it. And you have to not, like, you can't multitask like I can right now. I'm not gonna say I'm gonna be able to do this forever. My brain is aging. My gray hair tells you that my brain is aging. But there was nobody that could be like, I would have like 3 or 4 things going at the same time. They were like, how is she absorbing any of that? I'm like, I don't know. My brain just picks it up. But, you know, I'm a little slower these days. So the point is, you know, get help that you need. So if your business is struggling right now, your business is struggling, She mentioned SCORE, she mentioned SBA. Look into that. There are alternative financing options. Sometimes you have to do something else for just a brief season. We talked about this, and do something else to make a little extra cash and come back to your business. So I'm going to use a person that a lot of people know. I've been watching him on YouTube for a while, or I listen to him in the background because my team likes him. Reezy Resells. So Reezy Resells, he's a reseller. So he's out there doing retail arbitrage for sure.
Right.
Now he's out here doing Instacart too. So he's killing two birds with one stone. He making getting the inventory so he can sell, and he's making some money by picking up other people's orders while he's out there. Okay. So he has gotten creative in his business. Not that he needed to, because the money is aplenty right now. But again, he's making sure that his house is taken care of. So he's two birds with one stone. So if you need to get creative in doing a couple of different things, again, do time blocks. So then that way, when I say time block, you block off this time to this time to do those things. And if you have kids at home, just expand it by an extra hour or 2 hours, just so you can give yourself the leverage and the grace that you need. And then in the collaboration, again, there's going to be people that will potentially be able to help you, or maybe you work with someone. This is a great time to reach out to other influencers and to partner with them on something or do something. That is the whole purpose of the summit. The e-commerce summit is all about collaboration. It's about, I may not be a specialist in this area, but I'm going to go grab some people that know these things and that can speak to the audience and help the audience right now make a change, solve a problem, resolve an issue, get some stuff done, get some more money in their pocket. That is what that's all about. And so collaboration, when you have people that have the right mindset, that are out there ready to serve, to help, ready to bless, collaboration. So if you know something and there is someone else that you can either partner with, that you're in similar businesses, or some information that you provide. I was talking with the lady today. We're going to partner together on a Pinterest training. So Pinterest, again, commerce and Pinterest, great combination. I'm putting it out there. Then she said, be visible. So if you are branding yourself, you're going to have to get out on video. You are. And I'm going to tell you. So she said, get it together. I'm going to tell you right now, I don't have it together. I don't have no makeup on. I don't have the eyelash. I don't have the lipstick.
And we love it.
And my hair is clearly not done. But
you see those grays up in here?
I am clearly not put together, but I am out here to share information that I know that will help people. And so hopefully some people will look past the I am not the polished look that you're expecting and just listen to the content. Like if you have to turn off the video and just listen to the audio, do that. But my point is, get it together. And if you're a seller, you got to get your stuff listed. People cannot buy what they cannot find. They cannot buy what they cannot see. They cannot. So if you are sitting on thousands of dollars of potential profit,
yes,
build a real work schedule so you can make that money and pull it in. Pull the money in. Then she said, don't buy what you don't need right now. Oh my God. There are so many people that get started in e-commerce and somebody told them they need to buy a shrink wrap machine. You need to buy a labeler.
Label maker.
I need all these poly bags. You need to do. I'm like, oh my gosh.
Hold up.
Oh, hold on. Pump the brakes, Thanos. Pump the brakes.
Right.
Do not do that to yourself. You'll be broke. Don't go buy, subscribe, or any of that stuff. People who are like, well, you need to sign up for this repricer, and you need to sign up for this inventory, whatever, and you need to sign up for this. You don't need to sign up for all that stuff if you just starting in the business. You need to get to a certain threshold in profit and income before you decide to invest in those tools. There are people that are making, they're getting $8,000 every 2 weeks from Amazon, and they don't have those tools. They don't have a repricer. They don't have tactical arbitrage, Jungle Scout. They ain't got none of that. Because when you do this business long enough, you know what to buy. You know how to source, and you don't need those tools.
Amen. Amen.
To someone that's telling you, you need to buy this, that, and the other, you might want to pump the brakes.
Diamond maker for $279. You ain't even made $279 for no diamond maker, labor maker.
So many different ways to do this business.
You ain't shipping nothing out yet, but you got this $279 diamond
They ain't shipped a thing, nothing. I'll tell you, my mentor, Miss Nikki Witherspoon, when I first started in this business, she would tell you when she first started, they would take regular plain paper, they would print out their labels for Amazon, they would take regular paper and would cut the labels out and tape them on the boxes to send the inventory into. You don't need a label, okay? Fine, you don't have money to do that. That's okay. Find stuff around your house, get it listed on a platform. I don't care what, any platform. Facebook Marketplace, Mercari, Poshmark, OfferUp, 5 Mile, Vinted, any of those. You can now list on Google Shopping, Amazon, eBay, Etsy. We can keep going. Walmart. There are places there. All these platforms exist so that you can make money.
Come on. Hold on. So I can what? So I can what? I can't hear you. So I can
all these
what?
platforms exist so you can make money.
Oh, I like that. I like to hear that.
Regardless of what people say about Amazon, Amazon's done one heck of a job in driving traffic. They may have all these other hoops that they make you jump over every once in a while, and some things may get a little screwy from time to time. But the reality is, when people are thinking of buying something, one of the first places that pops up in Google is Amazon stuff. Second, Walmart. Third, Google Shopping. Okay, so know how to list and list stuff so people can find it. Make some money in your business. Make some money in your business. If Walmart's platform for third-party sellers wouldn't exist, if they weren't, you have to know that they're making some money. Amazon is making some money off of third-party sellers. Okay, these platforms exist so that you, an independent seller, an entrepreneur, can make an income. Take advantage of these platforms. Take it, make some money. Facebook Marketplace, make some money.
Make some money.
Make some money. You know, one of the least expensive ways to get started in e-commerce is print on demand, in addition to finding stuff around your house or getting stuff donated. So when she was talking about Get Help, I was that person that reached out to people that went to my church. I reached out to my next door neighbors. I reached out to everybody in my circle, and I said, look, I need to get therapy for my kids, and I can't afford it. I'm a single mom. I don't have any extra money coming in. So if you got stuff that you were going to donate to the Salvation Army, you were going to donate to DV, give it to me, and I'm going to list it. I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm going to list it, and we'll see what happens. So you can get started in this business without any income, without a labeler, you can get started without a bunch of stuff right now.
Right.
You can get started without software, tracking software, all of that. All you have to do is take the first step in your business. And if you are a person that has spent all this money, you've invested in all of this extra stuff, and you didn't use it, again, 3 months, 6 months, and put a C on anything beyond 6 months, because you need to get rid of it or you need to sell it. If you bought a shrink wrap machine and you have only touched it once in 4 years, it's time to sell that. You talk about you need some money in for your business. It's time to start looking at the stuff that you bought for your business and get rid of it.
And there's another time to when you look through your business operation and something that you've been paying $60 a month for. See if there's another company that you can now cut it down to 30%. You know, $30, 30% if you still need it in your business, but it's always somewhere might be cheaper, still with the same things that you need for your business to grow.
Right. Or lower your subscription. Do that, but you really need to get your house in order. And what I would encourage you to do is sit down when you're looking at the everything that you wrote down. I said do 2 columns. The second column should be the money that you spent. You need to know what you spend in December. You need to know what you spend in January, February, March, April, so that you can at least do some projections. If you've got a year's worth of stats or 2 years worth of stats, you need to say, okay, around this time every single year, I typically make in profit this much. Now, if you are a person that you haven't figured out what your profit and your expense is, and you got some other problems going on, we're going to have to get that. Like, you need to know, what did I spend money on and how much did I sell it for, so that you can at least have some reconciliation. In my business, every single Sunday is around administrative stuff, and that includes training. So I might be sitting there and reconciling receipts, So I'm sitting through and I'm going, okay, these are all the things that I acquired. Then what did I sell? So I can reconcile receipts. And there's different things that you can do. Yes, there are tools out there that will make it easier. You can download some of your files from some of these platforms and be able to reconcile it. There's all types of things that you can do. And if you don't have access to those tools, then Google Sheets is there for you. And it's absolutely free.
It's free. Right.
It's absolutely free.
Right. It's a lot of things that, Sundays is like the goal. I call it the goal setting day.
Goal setting, everything.
Goal
Reconcile.
setting day, especially like, okay, what's my self-due rate? All this stuff. All this stuff that we need to do. Just, hey, that's why it goes back to carving it in on Sundays. Carving it into your operation on Sundays on your calendar. But yes.
And that's the day I choose. If you don't want to on Sunday, then you can pick Saturday. You can pick any day that works for you in your life. But the key is that you build a real work schedule. What am I doing on Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, Fridays? Am I not working Saturday and Sunday? Fine. It doesn't matter. The point is you need to figure out how much money you need to make. And once you know what you were making and you look at your bills, because you're going to bring up that personal budget about 2 days ago, you start reconciling and say, okay, where's my gap? Where's my gap? And then you can also look at your schedule that you built for your time block and say, you know what? I've been messing around every single night from 7 to 9. I could be doing something from 7 to 9 that's going to generate me some income, that's going to close this money gap.
Amen.
Money gap.
It is.
So you got to get real with yourself. If you need to come back and listen to this 2 or 3 times, you got to get real with yourself. Because you're going to be struggling if you don't get real with yourself.
And your bank account speaks for itself.
And I will say this, there's so many, like we talk about personal finance, just remember churches are there to help you. There's a lot of nonprofits that are still out there working to help people. But then there's also a lot of venture capitalists and a bunch of entrepreneurs that are doing things to help people as well. So I'm going to find the link. I'll put it in the chat as soon as I find it. But Reddit had a great link on a bunch of freebies for businesses. And we're going to put that in there. And so if it's something that you need in your business and they're offering it free for a period of time, go take advantage of it. If you are needing to get an extra gig and you went through and did your schedule and you found that time block of I got an extra 2 hours every single day or 4 hours every single day that I can throw something else in that window and try to generate some extra cash, then do that. Because there are people out here that are working 20 and 25 hours a week and that are making, $4,000 a week. $1,000 every 2 weeks just on Amazon still right now. And they're not working a full-time job doing it. They're working part-time. So it's possible. It's about the momentum. It's about the consistency. You build that habit, you can get there. And when you build the habit, you will learn automatically what sells and what doesn't sell. You will learn automatically what you should be sourcing and what you shouldn't be. You will figure out very quickly how to pivot. And so those sellers, there's going to be millionaires made during this window. Those sellers that have figured out how to pivot, those sellers that have paid attention to what sells during this window and what would I normally be sourcing and selling during this window, but now I'm making an adjustment because these are the things that are in demand and they're paying attention to the trends. Those are the guys and the girls that are going to be making the money. So the consistency is what helps you in your business and it increases your awareness on what to sell and when to sell. You got to build that habit of consistency. You got to build it.
That's the key.
I'll stop talking and go look for the link.
Yeah, the consistency is the key to the cash.
There you go.
It is. And you was right about as far as being consistent in knowing what to source and what to pivot. Like this right now, as being an e-commerce seller, just selling things like that. What's in the market? We're looking at health stuff. We're looking at gym stuff. People are looking at gym attire. People are working out at home. So they're looking for leggings and tights and all this athletic wear. And, just right now, this epidemic, like everything is just like selling out, especially if you're listing stuff, people.
Yeah.
It's insane.
It's insane. The things that are selling out and people weren't expecting them to sell out. And I'm like, yeah, this is crazy.
It is. I'm like, okay, people working at home now. Everybody's looking for athletic wear. Everybody's dressed from the top up and leggings at the bottom. But yes, I'm telling you, it's money to be made out there. It's money
There's
to
a
be
lot
made
there.
out there.
Definitely. So I'm looking for this link real quick. I'm probably not going to find it fast enough. But we just want you to know that, we're there for you. We want to be a blessing to you. We hope this information was helpful. You do have to build a business budget. You should have a business budget, and you need to take that business budget and reconcile it against what you're making, what your profit, your true profit is after expenses, after everything else, what's your true profit. And you need to reconcile that against, what are my expenses? What's going out? And once you figure that out, you'll know, you can take a look at this and figure out what to cut. And if you can't figure out where to cut or what to cut, reach out to Delshawn. You can reach out to me, but you can reach out to her. Reach out to her. She gave you guys a free download last time. Say, I just want to talk to you about my finances. I just want to talk to you about my finances. Maybe you can help me see where I can make some adjustments in my business and cut some expenses. I don't know what the number is. I'm making $1,000 a month and I got $5,000 in monthly expenses in my business. Well, okay. You definitely gonna have to make some cutting.
Look, that really gonna cut that gap. You can't sleep.
Yeah. There's a lot to do. Here we go. We got a lot of work to do.
We got a lot to do. But it's doable though, you guys. It's doable. And so we're just wanting to encourage you and just push you to, like, hey, we're about to, what you said, this is the get around time. Get around it time. That just hit my spirit. This is the time right now. Well, we have the time to go ahead and list this. And a lot of times, a lot of people are like, oh man, I can't list. Start with 3 things, list 3 things. And then once you get to 3 things, say, hey, you know what? I can do 3 more. And then you have what you can list. And so it won't be so overwhelming. But again, people want what you have. People want to give you their money. Can you believe that? People want to
buying. There's so many buyers out there, and there's not enough stuff for them to buy. And they've already been talking about the supply chain. Everything is going to be bottled up in the supply chain. They've been talking about that for a while. Now we're talking about meat. Okay, fine. But the point is, reality is that there were orders that Amazon and Target and Walmart, they made orders like over 18 months ago. That stuff came in. And so because of what happened with COVID-19 and the pivot, you're going to find some of these stores, you're going to get great deals on inventory. I mean, some amazingly insane deals on inventory. You're going to be able to buy something that typically sells for $24.99 and you go into the store and they sell them for $1.99 because that part of the store, if you're doing retail arbitrage, was neglected. Or you're going to be able to go online if you're subscribing to different stores and you're going to get their notification that they selling jeans for like $3. You're going to be like, what? So my point, you can gain access to inventory because all the stores are sort of hurting right now. They got to make some kind of money back on the stuff that they had already placed orders on. So look for the deals. The deals are out there to be had, and you don't even have to go into the store if you don't want to acquire those deals. And you're going to find liquidation specials that will help you to acquire inventory. And you will also find where inventory was just completely abandoned because the person that was supposed to acquire it, maybe it was a store that ordered it. And because they weren't getting the revenue, they had to leave it. It came in from China and it's just sitting on the docks. And they're like, okay, if somebody doesn't claim it by this window, we're just going to liquidate it. I mean, that's what's really happening out here.
Right.
When I listen to people say, I can't find inventory, I can't find this, I'm like, you are not looking hard enough. Because at this point, you don't even have to look hard to find stuff to sell and to be able to sell it for an amazing profit. You don't. You need help with that. You can definitely reach out to me, but I'm just saying, you don't have to look hard. You don't have to look hard right now.
I don't know what to say. Look around. I'm telling you, it's got so saying some of my friends that into reselling, I like to say, is the Nextdoor app. They're just posting anybody in the neighborhood, getting anybody and picking up absolutely free and making a profit off of it. So it's insane. People want to give you their money, you guys. We gotta list it. We gotta sell it.
People do want to give you their money. You need to list it. I did a post, I want to say about a week ago. I think it was a week ago, where I talked about, I listed on the Nextdoor app. I said, hey, I'm looking for a basketball goal, and just PM me. So this lady responded, and she said, I'll give it to you for free if you just come get it. I'm like, you ain't said nothing but a word. We on our way. So, and at some point, I'll be able to sell that joker. But right now, the boys are outside playing with the basketball goal right now. But you know what I'm saying? So there's all you have to do is Nextdoor app. Great opportunity for you to potentially acquire some inventory absolutely free.
Absolutely free. Profit. Straight profit.
Yep, for sure. I found one of those other links. I think this is it. I was looking, girl. I'm over here looking. I'm like, is this it? No, that's not it. I think this is it. And it's resources for businesses. Yeah, I think this is it. So I found it, and I'm going to put it in the chat. So, Ms. Delshawn, is there anything else that you can think of that we need to be, just suggesting, offering, having people think about when it comes to their business and their business operations?
I always think about business is, I think what probably will motivate people is just putting a dollar amount. How much would you want to make this month? How much you want to make this month? Not how much you need, because our wants always supersedes our needs. So I always want to say, how much do I want to make this month? Not how much I need, because that need is kind of like your personal. How much do I want to make? And so if you're saying, you know what, I want to make I'm just going to throw a little, I want to make $100 this month. Don't you know if you list 5 things for $20, you'll make that $100? So just think about how much do I want to make this month and break it down. If I want to make $4,000 this month, then that means that I need to list this many things and divide it in those days to sell it, and I got to price it at this. But just put down a number. I want to make $5,000 this month.
Yep.
Write on a piece of paper. I'm always saying stickies. I used to be having stickies. In my account, there should be $5,000 by May the 30th. And I just put that sticky there, whatever it may be, but just write down a number. And every time you see that number, that means it gets you motivated to move into the list so that you can be in a position to, make those sales.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then start with everything else that we mentioned. I'll have to add it to y'all. I don't want you to talk to me. I don't wrote some notes down.
She said, "You talk. I wrote some notes." Yeah, this is your get around to it time. Right now is the get around.
Good. This is like collaborate, right? Look,
yes.
But this is the opportunity. Right now is the opportunity. I'm telling you, people are out there. People can't leave their house, but they need you to sell and ship to them. And so
you are an essential worker, believe it or not. What you do is essential, because somebody somewhere that may be diabetic, they can't get to those supplies, those specific things that you maybe have acquired, or where you can get them and you can ship them. Somebody somewhere who is a senior, who is now online for the first time buying, is looking for some stuff. But they can't buy it if you don't list it.
You can't list it.
You don't list it. Okay? Somebody somewhere just going through chemotherapy, dealing with some serious and heavy stuff, and they family can't go out, get stuff, so they need to have it shipped to them because of the fact that they don't want to expose themselves because they're compromised. Somebody there somewhere is blind or deaf, having a hard time, don't have the aids that they need. They got to place orders just like everybody else. So they're doing things that maybe they used to have a helper come in and do it, but that helper, that nurse or aide can't now for whatever reason. Maybe it's because they got called back into the hospital. It could be any number of things. They need whatever it is that you're selling. So all you need to do is you need to build that real work schedule. That's the first thing. That's what I'm going to do.
Mm-hmm.
It's not going to be perfect at first. The second thing is get to building a budget, looking at what you're spending right now and what you should be spending. Go back and rewatch this. We talked about a bunch of stuff, but you need to do that and trim the fat where you can, because that's money you can reinvest into inventory. And if you're struggling to find inventory is aplenty right now. Yeah, you can join the Ecom Sellers Academy. We can go through our training in our back office, and we have oodles of supply recommendations on where you can go buy stuff or acquire it for free.
For free. For free.
We're hardcore hustlers over here.
So this is officially Make Some Money May.
Make some money, May.
That sound like I want to dance. Make some money, May.
Girl. Girl.
Yes.
So let's get with it. Let's make some money. So can you give them your link again for the thing that they need to download?
For your person, just go to HayesFinancialCoaching.com, HAYES financialcoaching.com, and get the free financial toolkit. So definitely free. So we got to get our house in order while we have the time. We have the time. Card that in your work schedule. But definitely go to HayesFinancialCoaching.com.
I'm putting it in there right now because I didn't do that last time, so I apologize. Now it's in there. They can all go there. Go download your free kit. All right. Well, Sean, I have enjoyed this. We have to do this again.
Yes. Thank you for having me.
I'm glad that you came. So we will do this again. I don't know when we're going to do it again, but we are going to do it again because we want you to come with your questions. What progress did you make in your personal finances? What was your game plan? How much did you get done? And then also let's talk about your business finances. What adjustments did you make? Where did you find money that you weren't even paying attention to? The next extra money to either build up your savings or extra money to reinvest in the inventory in your business. Because you should have savings for your business as well.
Exactly.
All right. Well, we'll see you next time.
Right. Have a good weekend.
Yes, I got so much to do. So much because it's May 1st.
May 1st. All right. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for coming. All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye, guys.